Did you see the Duggar? Did you see?
I never actually got to see him because
You really think it's him though?
I don't know what he looks like, so, but everybody's saying it's him. Everybody.
Over amongst another.
Celebrity.
What's the word I was gonna say?
These were on the.
Pro choke. That's what I was trying to say. We're amongst another pro choke.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, July 5th. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So last week, there was some audio that leaked from Josh Duggar, and well, it's been unverified, right? So this is the tea. Last week, Radar Online put out a leaked audio from what appeared to be inside the FCI where Josh Duggar is in Seagoville. And it was like a 6-minute clip that was sent, and it was inmates talking about Josh Duggar being there. Now, I also received the same clip of audio in my inbox on my tips.withoutacrystalball.com. Being unable to verify the authenticity of this clip, I was unsure if I should even discuss it. I didn't know if I should put it out. Honestly, I was like, this could be anyone, right? So the clip basically is a bunch of the people that are supposedly in his unit talking about Josh, talking about him being in their unit, what he's like. They're talking about getting his autograph. They talk about Michael Vick. There's a lot, but the overwhelming presumption here is that these people were very well aware that Josh Duggar was in the facility. They were very well aware of who Josh Duggar was, and they're kind of mixed on whether or not they liked him or didn't like him, and if they were going to get close to him or not get close to him. So here's what happened as a result of this leaked audio coming out. And this is what I was told, because I have a couple people, family members that have loved ones that are in the same unit as Josh. So apparently the leaked audio went out, and In Touch Weekly attempted to verify with FCI whether or not it was actually from their facility. Obviously, in federal systems, you're not supposed to be like video, they're not supposed to have a phone, and they're not supposed to have electronics. So whoever took this audio and had this information wasn't supposed to have that information, or wasn't supposed to have the phone or the audio to be able to record the conversation. So the FCI was basically saying, like, we don't know, we can't verify if this is ours or not. Well, I spoke to someone that has friends or has a loved one in the facility, and they said they said that it was from the inmates in his facility. I don't know how they would have taped this and how it was released. Again, I got it in an email on my tips email, and it came to me from an anonymous account, and it was like, I don't even know what to do with this. But again, enjoy. So anyways, the prisoners seem to be interested in the amount of money that he has. It almost seems like they might be willing to give him special treatment because of the amount of money that his dad has. Some of them, none of them seemed like overtly annoyed by him. They didn't have a lot of I don't know. Like I said, just listen to this audio.
Chomo.
Think we'll make up a crown and all go down see him and place it on his head.
I am going to get his autograph. I am. I know he's going to be here a long time, so. If he's up there talking to Riddick right now.
He's probably at least got 25 years.
15.
I don't think I see that.
15.
15? And I got 25 years for it?
Different judge.
He's got money.
That ain't the money.
And his dad's a politician. So they wanted us to come in and make the place look all clean and shit before we got here. We didn't know what it was.
The thing is, we didn't know. She didn't know the lieutenant or somebody else was going to come through and walk.
Pretty much.
Make sure everything's good. So, and just so it actually look okay, he actually walked through.
You know when I first seen it, you know what it looked like to me? I mean the blue letters.
Okay.
Landing light. That's what I seen when I first seen it. I guess maybe in my mind I only seen.
I heard about that dude when I was at my last spot. When the show got canceled and all that crazy shit because of him. I said, man, it's crazy being in a unit with somebody like that. And my buddy that I had at that spot told me he was in the same place that Michael Vick was in. The football player got arrested. They said that he was so wealthy, Michael Vick, they didn't have a weight pile at that prison. And they told Michael Vick, they said, well, if you give us the money, $200,000, we'll put you guys a weight pile. He said, done. Gave him $200,000 and that prison got a weight pile. Forgot the name of the prison.
Look at this.
And, went right out of my head.
What is it? Pro choke?
Oh, you would think that, I mean, that being a reality show, they wouldn't have canceled it.
That's what I was thinking,
That's reality.
Thing is, reality shows isn't really reality.
Yeah.
It's all scripted.
That's just going to bring more viewers.
Especially choke viewers.
Oh.
Okay, so they talked about, like, the thing is I thought was actually funny is they were talking about how it got canceled and they were like, why would it get canceled? I mean, that's reality. It would have been good for viewers. And then one guy actually was like, well, it's all fake. Like, reality TV is all scripted, which I thought was funny. So they at least were making a joke about that. Another one of the guys was kind of mocking his appearance and what he looked like and how he was acting. There was discussion about the amount of money he had. Michael Vick giving money to the unit, plunking down $200,000. Lots of discussion about the amount of money that Josh has. You know, it's interesting to hear them talk about Josh being there. I want to get I'm going to get a autograph of Josh, and the special treatment of they had to clean up the unit and make it look nice for him when he arrived. That was the part where I was like, really? It's just Josh Duggar. And I don't know if that's standard for all inmates once they're admitted or placed in a new facility, but they seem to be annoyed that they had to clean up the place specifically for Josh. So anyways, that audio, I think I got it last week, Wednesday or Thursday. Again, I didn't know what to do with it, and I clipped out some parts of it simply because it was just like dead air. So anyways, once the audio leaks, what I found out happened was this. I received an email like late last week, whether it was Friday or Saturday, and it was like, well, that leaked audio got out and there was some stuff that happened in the unit because of it. So apparently there was like a shakedown of sorts. This is what the family member told me, of the guards trying to figure out where the source of this audio comes from. And then there was some Josh being a little bit apprehensive of the guys and, you know, sort of looking at guys and giving them like dirty looks and trying to figure out like who could have done this and who's the one that's behind this. And, you know, there's several voices here and you hear them talk about how he might have gotten a lower sentence. The guy's like, well, I got the same sentence and I got 25, I did the same thing and I got 25 years or something like that, you know? And they said, well, he's got money. So Josh apparently is brought into the loop that this happens, according to the family member that I spoke to. And then they try to figure out where this comes from, which sort of puts the whole unit in a bit of chaos for that evening, trying to sort out like who leaked the audio, where did it come from. And like I said, I got it from an anonymous email in my tips email. I couldn't even tell you who sent it because it was from an anonymous email. So it's like, I don't know, even I don't know where it comes from. So anyways, the result is from there is the family member says that as a result, Josh is basically staying locked up in his room now, and he's literally not willing to leave his room and hasn't left the room for anything more than eating or, eating. So he eats, he goes and gets chow, and then he comes back, and that's it. He hasn't participated in any of the activities. I guess they said there was a barbecue on Saturday, but it was super hot, so not a lot of the inmates went out, but Josh didn't go to that. There was some special food that they had yesterday and some activities they had for the 4th of July, and my source says that Josh didn't participate in that he's keeping really like to himself now. He's not talking to anyone. And the audio was kind of just like the catalyst that, I don't know, has made it like Josh was already sort of like apprehensive and kind of freaked out. And now he's even like more freaked out, says the source that I spoke to. So the inmates are aware that he's a celebrity. They're aware that he has money. They are attracted to his money. This tells me that they are a little bit annoyed. They're annoyed that they had to clean up for him. Even though they're joking around, you can tell that they are aware of what he's done. They knew what it was. They called him pro chomo, which is what you call someone that does the horrible things that Josh has done. And so they know his crimes. So again, I told you, he's not going to be able to ignore or be he's in a unit specifically that has a lot of SOs, but his crimes are going to be very well known. So he's not going to be able to sink away and avoid this. And he's not going to be able to ignore what other people know. And he knows that people are watching him now. So I'm sure some of you are like, great, that's awesome. Josh is scared, and Josh has even inmates trying to, rat him out. And I'm trying to think of like how a jail would even monitor this. Like, how do you even take care of that? Do you have to do a shakedown to see who has a phone? Do you have to do like a complete like unit search and you have to figure out who has the contraband? Do you have to place him in protective custody away from this unit? Because as far as I know, as of yesterday, he's still in the unit. So it didn't prevent Josh from integrating into the unit. Was there a discussion about, leave Josh alone, don't leak information, that kind of thing? I mean, it's hard to know, like, right? Because all these inmates have different objectives. Some of them might want to specifically get him caught on audio so that they can be the ones that get the story. Some of them might want to hurt him. Some of them might want to have that outlet where they can contact someone in the media to share their insight of what Josh is doing. There's always a motive and an agenda. So Josh is going to have to be super careful of who he talks to and what he shares, because inmates are watching and they are going to be telling the media clearly. And if there's a phone that got in there now, maybe it's gone. So maybe we won't get any more of these audio clips anymore. But some of the family members I've spoken to have made it clear that phones are not uncommon and that they get in, and it's one of the biggest pieces of contraband that's a problem in these units, are phones. So Josh Duggar has everyone listening to him, everyone eyes on him. This is the leaked audio. Again, I got it in my inbox last week, didn't know what to do with it. Since everyone's talking about it, here it is. You tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. And are you surprised to hear that Josh now has basically gotten even more wary of his surrounding and is not talking to anyone? Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.